Hello, folks. Devin Palou, Ratio Christi Chapter Director at Winthrop University, and tonight we are looking at pro-life apologetics, how to make a case for life, how to look at some of these objections and questions that are often asked by our pro-choice friends, and how to answer them. We're going to go live in probably about 10-15 minutes, so tune in for that. But I actually have a student here, a young man who has become a really good friend of mine, who is a Christian, a strong believer, and at one time when I first met this young man, he was actually more pro-choice, and it really speaks to him as somebody who really sought truth, somebody that was willing to look at the evidence, to have rational dialogue. We were able to do this without getting angry or name-calling or anything, and just through the months have worked through the issue. So I want to introduce you to Jacob. Jacob, how are you, my friend?
Nervous.
He says, let's see, I think maybe if I hold it here, we can both do it.
Okay.
He says he's a little nervous, but Jacob, take us back a year ago. Where were you on the pro-life, pro-choice question?
Well, I was definitely supportive of abortion rights, and I believe that women had the right to choose because I believe in non-government intervention with personal lives, and as well as I had the major concern with, like, if it was sentient or not. That was a debate for me. So that was the justification why I was pro-choice, basically.
Yeah. So me and Jacob had several talks, and one reason to come to the Ratio Christi think tank on Thursdays there in Diggs, and through a lot of conversation and a lot of talking and really wrestling with it. Kind of tell us what happened over the months, Jacob.
I think, well, we probably went through all those donut hours or whatever. I think more than half of the donut hour discussions we had, it was about abortion. And I think when you were using a lot of comparisons and saying about the violentness or something, and saying if they should keep the person that they happen to put on life support, but they know they're gonna become recovered or whatever, should they still plug the plug just because it's inconvenient or whatever? And and then also doing when we went to the sentient part, saying if they could feel pain and all that, well, you were talking about also people being unconscious or whatever, and it's would you unplug the plug if you know they're going to be conscious at one point, so I felt I think it put a lot of thought about life, and also looking at the fetus and looking how human it actually is. And with new technology, and we're learning that they're able to even recognize faces at probably at 19 years old, in the embryo. So
where would you say that you are now, kind of on the issue of pro-life and pro-choice? Where would you say you fall on that issue now?
Well, I'm definitely in favor for more abortion restrictions for sure, and I definitely think people using Down syndromes and stuff like that as a justification for abortion, I think that for pro-abortion rights activists, I would have to say I think that's discriminatory and all that. So, and I think you should protect the rights for the even for the youngest minorities, for sure.
That's good. So. That's a big shift, Jacob. Thank you for being here. And anything you want to close with?
Well, thank you for having the time to watch this. I'm not really good with live videos, but thank you very much.
He does good. He always does good in front of the camera. Well, folks, we are here. We got a pretty good crowd coming in. Still got 10-15 minutes before we start. Really excited about this tonight, and we're going to live stream this. So just want to thank everybody who supports us financially, prayerfully. We need it. These are big topics to be talking about on the college campus, and you guys will see tonight kind of the things that we're doing. And covet your prayers and your financial support, because it makes it possible to do what we're doing. So thanks, and God bless.